concerned is sort of their default tendencies. You know, I mentioned this previously.
There's no audio.
Definitely data on
There's
them,
no audio.
But maybe no time to go into that, Riv, because we are straight into the pistol right now.
He got
already see a very fast
okay, we're back
from GenG with this guy going down on the A side.
Envy with 3 coming into the site. GenG just plows right through that one. We're going to be seeing if they can retake here. FNS looking to come around from behind, as you would expect. The Cypher doing a bit of the lurk, but again, he takes him down. Crash, he trades it out, but when he gets the retribution, trying to get the ghost. Getting a little greedy there for a few more guns. Himself taken out, but it seems like it's just going to be a quick take on.
I'm not a fan of these little things above people's heads. It's very distracting when there's a lot of people in a site. I don't know if that's intended or it's supposed to be only for buy round, buy phase or whatever.
You want to see the underdogs do it. It's like teams are doing a better job in playing these anti-ecos.
See that? I don't like that. I don't like all that. Get rid of all that. Get rid of it. I can't see anything.
Set the expectation as to how they want to default and how they want to put presence on the map at this early timing in the round.
All right, where do they go from here? So spikes dropped. You can tell this is going to be a slow one for now. And I like the fact that they're hard.
Hopefully they remove it.
On this one, they really
I don't think it's a good idea to have it. You can have it during buy round, but not during the round.
People going bulldog sometimes if they're operators. And they carry that into the next few, but here just a few specters.
Yeah, this round's over. It's fine. It's an eco.
He's feeling like the retakes
it's fine.
How they play these ones on the saves, and it's a slow walk in. GenG feeling comfortable in these first few as they shouldn't have too much trouble.
Yeah, looking pretty good so far. Just one kill there, going Envy's way. So GenG able to maintain most of their economy, and a nice little flank there. Sure, want to mix things up. So this is the round to start to set.
Who are you rooting for? I mean, this match, I want Envy to win in this match. Big brain. FNS. Rank 14. Wait, never mind.
They want to pull it again. Trying to get that straight in. Paranoia stops winning.
Holy shit, he's just in there, dude. Oh my god.
Himself, his Caboose answers as well, and the aggression seems to sting GenG a little bit this round.
The B plow on a, I like that actually. The B plow on a bonus, I like that.
As we take a look on the map, looks like a great
ooh, food.
Double, that's the triple for food, and that's gonna be the round as Envy put themselves on the board.
Yeah, really well played there by GenG initially.
That was a bonus. I actually like that strat though.
When you look at it a bit
I like the
closely,
strat of taking B on a bonus.
Giving up sort of some of that mid presence and that mid.
More often than not, you don't want to go B on this map.
Retakeable. So you're not as worried about that. And because there was no defaulting, there was no presence or work done by
now he's got his ult, dude.
GenG towards the A lobby side of things. We
ult
see
on a gun round.
There's so much space for free. It's like they are looking to send it on A actually.
You have the Phoenix ultimate on defense.
Ooh, 2 ults.
After an amazing
please
round,
please
really
use your ults on this round, Envy. It is so crucial to win this round.
They're going to work A again. It worked for them the first few
rounds. Don't save it.
I think they feel comfortable with the angle.
Use it this round, please.
The cover for Cypher's traps on the back are great. And it's a full retake here from Envy. They feel that once again. We'll see if they can use their util to get back in here. Full retakes, I feel like, have a little bit of a benefit to them. Yes, you have to work against the spike. That's the truth. But I feel like there's better return on your utility. Where you're going to fire towards the corner. There's more likely to be a person. Dude. And around that corner, it's going to be
so low.
And they lose a lot of that utility to get from Sova to get back into the site. It's almost imperative for a Haven A take.
That's one ult down.
Yeah, you're totally right. That was such a valuable pick and some great space. Now you can see that Envy really very concerned about this.
That's another ult down.
Takes them some extra time.
Yeah. Not good.
GenG looking
just save.
on the defense
just save.
so far. And Envy,
forget this round. You're not winning
looking
it.
To back away here. They've lost a lot. They haven't really gained much for it, and so they have to call it. The save is there, and looks like they should be able to get away with all of these rifles. And GenG, they've done a good job here. And,
crosshair placement.
This was all about the retake, just like you said.
9 out of 10.
Envy realized what was possible. They kind of set up
to be a 10, always.
They had the ability to have all of that utility early on. I think this is one point that we should make clear to people as well, is that when a team plays really fast into...
We'll see if the alt orb plays are coming to be. It looks like there might be one here for the side of GenG as they make their way towards long. Two of them working towards long C. Looks like this is going to be the first time towards
I think he wasted his dash.
We'll see how they play it.
Super fast round yet again. Really fast pacing coming from GenG, and this time Envy with more of a defense, trying to actually hold on to the backside of the site, behind the cage, behind the dark cover. It's working out so far. Mummy able to hold on to position. Now they're able to maybe push position. There's no space for the Spike to get one. They have to fight their way out of this one. Mikhail is going to do just that, but not for too much longer.
Good hold.
And Crash, he's still on the site, and they'll be able to lock things down. So
always pushing forward, and you can take them out here again. I mean, we know Envy for doing that, right? They don't really have a defensive side. They just have offense. If they have blast packs as well, you'll see them going forward.
Oh no.
Here it's going to be a little bit onto B. Sean gets spammed down, or Sean spams Mummy down rather.
Why?
Grassies trades one back onto Hwin. It looks like B may be a touch and go thing here for GenG, as they just want to get the.
I don't think it's going to work for GenG, dude.
These sites are open, and I'm sure GMD is making that call right now.
Oh.
Yeah, this is really interesting. I think that
if GenG goes back,
so far using the drone to get that mid-round
this fight is so important.
Long position. Actually, I don't think he spotted anything, and there's that lurk you were talking about from GMD creeping up.
They don't know where they're going
as well, and now it's going to be one issues. He's going to be able to get himself using the alt TP all the way.
I didn't expect it to go down that way.
In terms of a position,
they were so confused.
GenG have completely outplayed Envy because of that lurk from GMD. That really created a lot of issues, and we saw that GenG capitalized on some of that conditioning already. We saw, once again, that really fast pace. They were putting a lot of pressure towards B. So the sense of urgency is huge because you're expecting them to actually go for it. So that pulls a huge defender rotation, which allows GMD to creep up into C. Then you're wondering, okay, they're resetting, but what are they doing?
They need to get rid of this stuff above everyone's head.
It's not. We thought they were going to hit B, and then that gives the whole map for GenG to play with. So that's GenG's default and kind of attacking strategy. It's working out so far.
It's not ready yet. The system isn't ready yet.
Honestly, against Envy, when you know they're going to be aggressive, why not get them off their first angle or how hard they're pushing? Make them think a little bit different.
Early presence, just farming that ult orb there.
It's gone.
Really important.
Let's go.
Sean, get the run it back.
Let's go. It's gone.
Ultimate, one of the most valuable ultimates. A 6 charger as well, so you can get it up pretty quickly.
We can see again.
This A lobby control is really important because this is an area that Envy could be pushing because they're expecting so much mid and C presence early in their timings. It's important that GenG keep Envy honest and don't allow them to just push that for free, which they're doing a good job of so far. So right now,
that is so much easier to see what's going on. Oh my god!
Looks like more B pressure, but now they're finally walking A again. So really keeping things confusing as far as Envy are concerned.
Revealing area.
Slow play, just trying to get a quick reveal. Doesn't look like that'll tag anybody necessary. Sean's able to stay safe, and the A work is going to happen here. It's just about committing right now.
Real quick.
Food goes for a quick peek. 2 ults ready here for GenG if they want to activate right close to the site. If Spike is down, they have a huge advantage with the Hunter's Fury. And the first few shots have to count. There it is. They use it right away to cause the chaos. Both ultimates snapped at the same moment to cause Envy to think twice, and it works. 5v3 here. It's a retake if they want it.
You have to credit GenG for playing a really good attacking side so far. Again, we saw them setting the default, setting the early timings of the round, where they're going to be. Then we saw them creating
another
this
save,
dude.
Slow
it down just enough.
Another save.
Kind of scared because Envy want to push the extremities, but they
can't do anything else. They can't go for that. You can't. You can't go for a 3v5.
Slowing things down, so they're going to catch that, and so then they're keeping Envy in this position where they've lost information and they can't get it back, and without a huge risk. So and then now they're playing GenG just following up by playing the positional game super well, and they're winning on positioning. That's perfect if you're an attacking team because you're not relying on just mechanical fights.
Yeah.
And so now Envy, they've got to do something here. They've got to get aggressive to try to just.
They still lost their guns. Ooh. Ouch.
And that's gonna really well. You feel set up for it. He's gonna try here from lower to see if that calibration is ready for himself.
I love this too, just putting the operator on a position like A short. Also with Omen, you can see he's playing an angle where he can TP out. This obviously Jet can do the same thing.
No.
Reyna actually has to kill and dismiss, and there's Caboose around the corner using the showstopper, trying to find ways.
They don't know this guy's opping.
About this sense of urgency for Envy to try to take control of something early on and just put the aggression on, and they're trying to do it around A lobby. This is the response GenG realize that there's so many players that are going to push the great defensive shot coming through from Crashies.
Oh, the Bucky!
For long enough.
Hide Crash.
The Bucky looking
he got
some
spammed.
fun, and the Bucky's
not his
not
fault.
good enough this time. GMD to take him down, and it's looking rather grim here. GenG, they've got so much to
What
work
HP?
with. Just splitting off onto the C site, keeping
his
everyone
health
on their
is so
toes.
low.
And now it's
I think his health is literally 1.
Off the plant scenario for GenG.
Imagine if that's a Phantom and not a Spectre off of being forced into somewhat of a half eco round. It's, oh, that shot there. You just feel jaded by the gun when you see that large spark come off his head, but that still means he's low. Doesn't matter. Mame's going to overkill on that one with the operator. And Caboose, he's going in. He's got a blast pack. Blast pack with the Bucky. He's feeling confident right now. You can absolutely make a play here. Maybe right into the window. Makes a little bit of noise. Oh, the Trickster gets him.
Oh.
GMD goes down. Quinn trades back onto Mummy, and it's just going to be a back
Don't
and
peek.
forth
Don't
here.
peek.
Taunt him out. Half defuse. Pros don't fake. Pros don't fake.
Nice.
Oh, he has to get off knowing the peaks are coming in from Quinn. Turns his head as Caboose tries to duck, but Quinn hits the brim of his cap and knocks it all off together. There it is.
We saw Envy trying to invest a lot on A lobby last round to get the initiative early working in their favor, but that didn't work out either. And so now they're kind of struggling. You get the early Hunter's Fury there from Crashies. It's a great angle. Able to punish, and we can see that there's a reaction from GenG trying to charge into the C.
They're in a good position to win this round.
Defend there as well. And now, finally, Envy
Hopefully it stays that way.
Of these early exchanges, having to use an ultimate for it, but still 3 versus 5 for GenG, and they got to try to work the positions that they have here, Riv.
What an interesting round. Envy is staying on their own side.
Let's get a flawless round, please.
I've seen this before. That's working out for them, though. They're letting GenG come to them. One of the benefits of being on the defending side, and Envy definitely do a little bit of a paradigm shift here in how they consider the approach. A little damage over. No, Kusa doesn't take anything on that. He will have a good bit of utility. 45 seconds left. Feels like the world if you know what you're doing. He has a lot of time. One to the right, grabs a bit of info, but they
GenG's defaults.
They're just going 5A.
Early timing,
quick,
heavy presence around the
middle
Judge
area with the dash,
and then they go back to A later on. But they're mixing things up a lot here on Envy, really keeping them guessing, charging towards this A site, and Finesse is sitting in the cage.
What the? Oh, he had daggers.
Was actually going to whip the right click, allowing FNS to survive for longer.
Push mid already.
They can't deal with this position. They're stuck right now. They can't gain
ground. Oh my god, they got owned, dude.
Very well.
Holy.
What?
Just like that. Open and shut.
That was just a read and a half. And being the Caboose, as he should be. Everybody you can see participating on the scoreboard there for Envy around the board.
They're doing a mid control.
This game back into their hands. And again,
it's going to be a brawl.
That little bit of a push, Dan.
Oh my god.
And there you go. It's going to work out beautifully well for Envy. You know that at these early timings of the round, it's
just owned them, dude.
GenG players. I'm liking that Envy have the confidence to make some plays.
So clean. They didn't even take any damage.
Coordinate around their,
it took no damage.
Utility to do so.
Yeah.
And GenG,
we saw none of it, by the way.
The spike is
That's okay.
Down in grass. It's in no man's land. There's no real way to recover that without hitting some crazy shots. Cruz is going to work on that, but he's only good for the one right now. And GMD, all he can really do here is do some extra damage to the economy of Envy, but he won't be able to accomplish that. Again, this is
they should be able to buy, but barely, right? Their money should be a little iffy.
Great job playing the information and position game.
What's their money? What's their cash money?
Having enough of that, using their confidence, and just tackling things.
That's definitely a barely buy.
And how is the last round played? 3 strong towards A here. Nothing on B this time. So it looks like they actually are gonna get a flash down. Just a slow default round for them. They won't
Back
decide
to the
push.
basics.
Yep. There's the Hunter's Fury.
Dude, they're going into B again? I hate this. But it's going to work.
Oh, dear. Able to get that one. Sean, great entry from him. The running back popped immediately straight towards C Link.
Maybe not.
Will get dropped, but there is control towards A Link here for GenG. That's really important, getting extra post-spawn control here on the site. Trace coming through as Envy force the issue.
Ooh.
Looking to try to find a way onto that B side. It's not happening just yet. And again, they're having to deal with these forward positions. But Win here just waiting. White A-Link is wasting so much time, and he's still alive. That's allowing so many individual fights to go the way of GenG here.
And they're just picking them apart. They're not. There's too many angles for Envy to look at here in these rounds that GenG starts to get a hold of. Into the site comes FNS and one more. That's food. They're going to be able to drop the 2. It's now a very big possibility they get this round. The defuse now to 90%, and that's the lock-in for a 6-6 first half.
That's why you don't go B.
What a great game we have right off the bat here.
B is deceiving. B is deceiving. It's very easy to walk in, but once you're in, it's a whole different game once you're inside.
In terms of the attacking side of GenG, yet still they struggle, and it's just because of GenG.
Coming from attacker side, this feels pretty good here. We start things
Oh,
off.
this ghost is
GMD
sick.
gonna
Look at
see
the
a few
skin.
down towards long. He'll call that out, and it does look like there's a bit of a push already here for Hwin. Why not? Being the Jet, you want to try to cause chaos right away, and they'll see him. So he can create the pressure.
Yeah, you got to give this, buddy. You got to give. Run.
A little bit of pressure as the team sets up a little more utility. So drawing some nice
now go back in.
To stall out Envy to start here from Hwin's push.
No.
Look, poking and prodding, sending out the feelers, but it looks like finally Envy looking to gain some more control here. GenG though, moving straight forward into the fight. They do not care. They want to win it in Garage, but it's going to be even trades more or less. GenG are a man down in Crashies. Has found his way to the
Crashies, no!
Always giving his position away. That's an opportunity for Win. One that will not be seen through to the end.
He accidentally clicked his gun.
Envy, they're going to see it through to the end.
Or his mouse, rather.
Picking up the pick. Yeah, just charging down. Oh my god, that is scary. Everyone from GenG.
Did you just wake up, or did you have your hair appointment?
And, well, that's a free A.
No, I just woke up, dude.
You skipped it?
Yeah. No, I said it was a 3, doggy.
Right moving in a pack.
Shit.
Love to see that camera pulled back so they can get into sight as
I mean, we got a close game here.
The dart was used to get down.
Real close.
That gun in a death ball could be very useful. A bit of a rotation. You're still going to have Sova come from the other side so they can get an efficient dart down into the site when necessary. Shots getting fired here. Food cleans up 2. 20 HP. Finds a third one. His second 3K coming up quick in this match.
Knife him.
Just a...
factors in play. There's a run it back in play,
match?
so they've got to think to themselves. You know, what do we think is most likely?
So the map format's a little different. It's each team picks a map, and then the third map is determined by the tournament organizer. They pick it. The TO picks third map.
Not messing around. There's the run it back. Great paranoia. That's going to deal with that, and it allows GMD to keep position.
Ken's got bot?
Yeah.
Maintain that backside.
He got bot from C9. I didn't even know he was still on C9, to be honest. I thought he was already off.
Bro, they probably paid so much money for him. Oh my god.
Trying to figure out where the stragglers could be trying to come from here. On the flank. You see going straight.
Probably a couple hundred thousand.
Envy gets positions covered everywhere. And GenG may be losing a little more control than they like here in the game. You know, Envy, the first seed, playing against the 8th, expected to do well this game. But looking at that, 75% win rate?
Dude, Envy is just coming back so clean. GenG got 6 rounds. It was 6-2, I think.
Need to figure out what
and
the
just
is that Envy's
they can't find a round.
We saw aggression in the first half. Envy sat back to GenG's, and it started to turn a bit. So maybe that's the plan.
Okay, it seems like he's ringing, actually. Sorry.
It's really scary as well when you're playing against
I don't know. Who cares?
bonus rounds, because if they do manage to get...
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows if he got... I don't think anyone knows if he's going to be a permanent player for Sentinels or he's just there to sub in. I don't think anyone really has the answer to that. I personally think he's filling, but who knows?
You can do, and it's...
Envy, dude. This is the team I want to win the whole thing.
Dude, they're clean rounds, man. It was 6-2 at one point, and they're just clean. Tac pause. GenG doesn't know what to do.
But other than that,
FNS has that massive brain.
Galaxy brain from FNS.
Yeah, maybe they just want to split up the power, get a first push out here, cover him to get some shots down. Mikhail's going to be alone in the site as he works this.
Yeah, you can see that they were looking to make a play, GenG, that is, on the defense with a couple Vandals in that mid position. They had the ability to split with the Garage players.
Dude, they're just...
You can see Envy are keeping it safe. They're watching for these pushes. They're using the drone, the boom.
Envy's just clean.
All of their utility to keep everything as safe as possible to prevent their opponents from surprising them. It's up to GenG to be creative in a situation like this. And it's Win to replace this position that maybe... Envy feel like is clear, but we'll see how diligent they are. Win jumps around the corner looking for Caboose, but Caboose is just a little bit too far away.
I like it. I was kind of hoping they got a lot closer before, like the Vandals surprise was, you know what I mean, shown. They haven't really shown that they do have those Vandals coming in for themselves here, but they are avoiding GenG in that buy very accordingly on the side of Envy. Now getting themselves into C site. Showstoppers there if any trouble comes of this round. So it looks like another round here for Envy, and this is that buy for GenG.
30 seconds left.
With 2 Vandals on some, and they're just trying to squeak out whatever rounds they can here. They know once Envy gets a stranglehold on the game, it's very hard to get back in.
Yeah, definitely. And it's one of those things too where we saw that GenG were calling the shots. They had that good start, and they were able to really capitalize on sort of
Why
how
even
they
try
were
that, dude? It's not gonna happen.
conditioning the defense. And that's the same kind of situation that GenG are in now. Then they're in this position where
they're just cleaning up,
find
man.
a way to take the focus on their garage control.
I'd love to
This
see
op
this
might
round
be
come
the
out as
difference,
much
though.
detail as possible.
Maybe.
Simple
When?
default,
Maybe.
Crashy's plants. He also gets an ult on top of the showstopper.
Looking like he's going towards B.
And then they are really nicely set to just ground.
Might not have an
round
effect
11
here.
May not even
Oh,
have
that
to
is
use
just
those
unfortunate.
shots.
Kusta getting
Fire
caught in
and
no man's
food.
land.
Playing with his food.
Nope, the op's gonna be
Pops in
very
sight.
hard to retake here.
Yeah.
The op's
They might-
not.
Makes a
Yep.
shot happen before it goes off.
They should have
They're
aggressed
gonna
with
keep
it, in
taking
my
a little
opinion,
bit
but
more control here over
they need to
C.
change it up. They can't just play default.
Trying to watch window. GMD takes him down though, feeling comfortable, but now 10 HP.
Oh, they're
has to
pinching
call
garage,
for the
though. This
cavalry
should be good.
before he makes a move, and Mame knows that
Yeah,
is a
they
very
wait
low
for-
omen in the
GMD waits
window,
for the
but he's
next
looking at the
kill.
wrong way.
Perfect.
Timing occurs, and Dan,
Ooh.
this could be a possible retake for me.
Oh my, that's. Oh my.
Nice by Caboose, not to overcommit. He's played it perfectly, and that's
Well,
gonna be very
That
little
fell
left in the
apart
tank
so
of GenG.
quickly.
In fact, just one man left standing. And
GMD had to
Oh
kill
my
him.
get one
God.
kill. It's gonna be a tough
He was
ask
so
to
low,
find the
though.
remaining
I
two
mean,
of
it
the
just
time that he
sucks.
has. These, of course, are professional players. They're going to use the clock against him. In fact, Food, he's found his timing. And
One ult.
Food is pretty
Good kill. I actually thought he threw the curveball at first, so I called that wrong. It just all happened so quick when that gate came up. Food being that fast.
And Envy's just doing
And
a
few
ye
ultimates
old
around the board
default.
here. We do have that
And he's
spike
gonna get
on
this
that
one,
round.
yeah.
Yep, freebie.
Yeah.
We'll have Crashies with that
Freebie.
solo alt now. Caboose
So, like,
is
when I
winning
said
a
I think
nuisance
GenG
here.
should
Throwing
push,
through
I don't
GMD
mean
as he pushes
solo
long.
walk down. I mean
They'll be
do a
able to get
coordinated,
big info off
Yeah,
of
no,
that.
that's no good.
do a
And,
coordinated
you know,
push
GenG
somewhere.
I'm sorry,
Get a little
GenG
aggressive
has
to take
do
A, a
those
little
things,
aggressive to
right?
take C,
They
do
need to
something.
get a bit more info.
But
They
they're just
can't
playing
wait
standard.
for Envy to be on their front
Literally,
doorstep
right
each of
there,
these
if
rounds.
Kusta
Sean's
pushed with
doing a good
GMD
push here.
and baited him because he had a
Imagine if,
deagle,
GMD
they
still
get that
just gets
trade.
along
Yeah.
C.
All
They
I'm
have
saying.
every info that it's going garage for.
Nice use of ult.
Things like that pay off, but
Shut
right
down
Got
immediately.
They're definitely ready. They've played the pacing really well. We'll go back to that point in a moment because we can see that GenG are trying to throw
What
some
in the
challenges in.
world?
Oh
They're
my
forcing the
God.
action. Very nice dodge from Win.
He got
away
away
From
for a
the start
second
line,
there.
however,
Yeah,
as
Hohen's
Envy
pugging,
have
though.
control of this mid position. They're able to rotate quickly, and they're looking to go for that C side. They understood exactly what GenG were doing, and so they know that
was
the
nice.
C side itself is open. Great play from Kusta, though.
This is gonna
using
come
the
so
cage,
massive,
using
though.
the
Kusta
grip,
save this round?
able to hold onto backside. Key position.
We'll
Get
see.
his
He
teammates to
could.
rotate through to help
He
him
didn't
on
win
this
that
retake.
fight, though, with
Another
the
trip
tripwire.
connected, and
Oh.
Envy is still finding a way
Run
to
it back,
defend,
but
then
he's
shot
fucked.
in the 1v1. It's going to be a tough
Yep.
one. But we'll see if he can do it. Oh,
Yep.
no, Caboose,
Caboose
of course,
played it
waiting
smart,
on
just
it.
waited.
Recognized that in time. I was just so hopeful for Sean, but it's not going to be enough, and it's just a clean sweep so far in this half.
It's going up.
Dude.
That was
10
well-
straight rounds.
Uh-oh.
That was well played by GenG, but it didn't matter.
They can get everything
Their money's
out.
so.
There's still
Oh
time.
my God.
Ultimates here to
This
be
might
used.
it might be it. 11 straight done.
They have to
New
be able to
map
follow
next.
some
Go
up on
next.
deck, so Zero, Sean, and Mikhail
Jeez.
rely
That
on the Blade
hurts.
Storm here. These
This
ultimates
is one of
may
those
just be
games that
forced
hurts a
out.
lot.
And it's Envy with the Sova ultimate still. So if the plant starts to go down, there's a way to deter that on the side of Envy. Sorry, Diffuse, rather. And there's a way for Envy to just kind of play that safely.
How many matches are today?
Just 2.
Different pacing from Envy,
Okay.
and also just all walking up towards me.
I made a mistake and
Really I don't think that
was expecting to watch for 8 hours.
GenG,
Oh
Envy
my
keeping
word.
things
Oh
fresh
my
as they
God,
take
finesse.
control of B. They're walking
What are you looking
through
at,
a
my
link
guy?
right now. Maybe
He's
Three
yeah.
looking at the flank. If there was some action for Finesse, they're unsure, but he does lose that position, so they'll settle on the B site. They've got
Oh.
close part positioning. They're just on the site right
Oh,
now.
Oh.
no, oh,
I mean,
no,
they're hitting the
oh.
shots with, so maybe it doesn't matter.
That's it.
11
Go
straight.
back.
Go next. 11 straight.
Leaves it up
Wow,
to
he
the
broke that
AC
so
for the
quickly.
rounds in between. And they're like, you know what? Let's just try
Oh
this one to be real quick, and we'll take
my
the
God.
win. 13-6.
11 straight. Just owned, really. It's all right. We get to see the box next.
Back box. well.
I've never seen it. I don't know if it's good, but in my mind, it seems pretty good depending on who you're playing against. I'm thinking about playing against a team like 100 Thieves. They don't even play anywhere close. Steel is literally an orange, you know? They're playing full retake, so if you get a little further, playing full retake is a little harder. That's how I envision
Why
it.
do you think Viper isn't more highly picked in the NAPRO scene? Herkit, when used with high coordination,
I mean, it'd just be
seems
hard.
like it would be
You'd
super
have to get
strong.
that coordination pop. Are there leaves falling from the sky? You seen that?
Yeah.
What the hell's falling? Leaves? It's fucking... Isn't it winter?
So they're going to get rid of the drone at least. That's going to spot things. And now there's a choice for Envy.
Is it an icebox winter? Hello?
Gets dropped, or do they reset out of this? They don't have any presence around the map.
Oh my god, the classic does no damage to that wall.
Just use 2 mags on it.
He's got 12 bullets in his gun. He can't even reload, dude.
Playing it, yeah, everybody.
Why not break it with your knife there?
I don't know. They all jumped over it anyway.
They've all gone onto the rope to make sure that happens.
Pagan moment.
It's not currently being watched, but they're not in a problem there since GenG is not coming around. Spike planted 5v5. Is this round has been a little weird to start as everybody was so close.
Full retake, man. 5 on 5.
With no flank, this is going to be pretty hard.
Yeah, it will be for sure. The cloudburst was
Are they just going to drop
mistimed as
smokes
well.
and try to stick? Get the hat? Oh.
It was mistimed though. They weren't even on it. Fights all over. This is ugly from GenG. That is not pretty. So
They were on 2 different pages.
yeah, they were.
Two
They tapped the
of
bomb.
their players were thinking, let's push these guys. The other 3 were thinking, let's hold back and play the bomb.
And that's
So
basically-
pages.
you just have to be hitting your shots because you have to hold the site with that composition. Retakes become
Sorry.
almost impossible.
Yeah.
We missed the whole round, or
I guess, yeah. Well, they aggressed A, I'm guessing. Yeah, they all aggressed A, so we didn't miss too much.
T-Tours?
Yeah, T-Tours for sure. Doing something kind of quick through mid.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's that push Van Silly was commenting on. If they try to get themselves
He's in kitchen
up,
waiting.
it will be
Watch
food
Sage.
first.
Watch Sage.
And it is kind of
Watch
an interesting
Sage.
play. You usually see
Freebie,
Phoenix
or
freebie.
don't.
No,
take
they do.
comfort on
Sorry.
maps. Okay, Sean coming up with 2 Vandals right there as he just throws the wall up, making it seem like it was safe to play. But having that internal
What
sight of A to run around as a Phoenix with so many corners and create pressure is so nice with the run it back. So can definitely see its return on investment.
It's like he didn't expect it.
To the icebox map.
Yeah, he definitely. Look at his gun. You see his gun up there?
Oh my god, what the heck?
All the way back there.
How are you supposed to get that?
I don't know. You probably can jump F it.
Yeah.
Played very often. That's
Yep.
I don't imagine we'll see it maybe more than one more time possibly on this side because it's very easy to deal with that if you are expecting it. You can just jiggle it and not get caught by that. But again, the element of surprise is pretty huge.
I don't know what their play was with Envy. I guess
40 seconds to go.
based on what was going to happen in kitchen, they would make a play. But
Yeah.
Will go down.
I think so.
Plants here for them to work with.
they did
Will
not
allow
do
them to
anything.
fall Off of the
Insta
the
shutdown.
spike itself. This is going to be tough. You can see GenG using the numbers here, trying to coordinate everything. They know they don't have to rush this. It's down to Mummy getting a couple on the entry, and there is a beautiful paranoia. That's going to deal with him. Great
They
damage
stayed
coming
close
through
with
from
their
Finesse,
bad
but
guns,
is
so
that
I
gonna be
kind of
enough?
like it.
Huge flank from Crashies.
Yeah, they just got
He actually
flashed.
stopped running
This is a
just
big
in time. He
play.
might be able to do
He's not gonna be able
He's a
to see
little
it.
bit late,
He's not gonna be
yeah.
able to see it.
It's a
See,
little
well,
bit
he
late.
could have. I mean, he could have won the round. Well,
Coulda ulted
no,
it or
he
tried
could have.
to.
He could have tried, but I don't. I think it would have been a waste. Winning a 1v3 with an ult is. Pico literally did. Yeah, that's because the other team threw, though. Yeah, that's a different situation, and the other team threw. Like, come on. We're talking about that situation right there. There's no way he could have won that with his ult. Nobody could have.
Make a series of super
Just
teams
wasn't the right
draw
positioning and
attention from
everything.
all new sponsors looking at esports post-pandemic.
Sean won in fights at Kitch.
If he goes for another one,
Oh my.
that's great.
Caboose, you gotta win that, my guy.
Word. Gets it anyway. Just you love to see the confidence.
And the repeat there, so quick too. I love that you mentioned it. Just super confident. And that's what you need here against.
That's some pretty good damage.
Coming in
That
just
should've
as
killed him,
confident.
honestly.
The left click isn't going to be enough. But Crashies
Nice.
is pretty hurt right now, as it's only going to be a few shots.
4v2.
Coming up big.
He doesn't even need to go for more, but he's going for more. I love
and
it.
He's ready for Crashies to be close with good comms from the team. A third one possibly.
I really like that
Gets the
knife.
Better of him. and lock down.
Oh, you're a little ahead of me. Ooh.
Sorry, that was kind of nice though.
Okay, my stream buffered like 8 times, so.
Easier in the 2v1.
At the F5?
This is really scary too because Finesse, he's super
Well,
smart player.
F5?
All F5 too, same time.
Together on A. It's a pretty big rotation time. Do they try to play in the middle and retake together? So lots of different ways you can approach this.
Does he win?
No way he wins
Does he
this,
win
right?
these?
No way.
Finesse was more
They're
likely
both
to
staying
just wait
A.
and just force them to move.
I mean, it's good
And
to
then
stay together,
when they
but
go back to the A
shoot.
site, he's gone for this B play though. He has the lock.
He's gonna go all the way around.
He's gonna pop that immediately.
Oh, he put that a
and
little bit
one of the great
early,
things about
but he
that is
couldn't have
it's
known
going
that they
to buy
weren't
him
near.
time for a full rotation on the flank. And that's kind of the purpose
He's doing
of
for the long
this.
con as well.
And he's got Swarm
See if it
on it,
works out
so
for him.
if they do tap, he
It's
could
ball.
Swarm initially.
This is a better situation to clutch.
I wish he planted
Been
for
on it.
himself.
So remember,
But
the spikes to his left. He's relying on a bit of the utility and
Oh.
GMG.
it's not really a good
The
plant for what he
success
was
comes
trying
up
to
big.
do.
Did
A
they
great
even
play.
tap
You always
it
love
yet?
to see a little around the world from the solo.
Question mark?
No,
Do you know?
no.
Okay, then he didn't need to peek. He should have hit in that left corner. Just
But he
waited.
needed to work up because if he couldn't play it, he couldn't play the chance of it because if they did decide to stick there, he had to be further ahead.
On him. So if he creates
I
a
think
1v1,
what I thought he was gonna do
basically, at that
is
point,
knife
that
out,
would be
run
great.
into
He
tube,
has so many advantages.
go
So
kitchen,
he
go
set that
bridge,
up
swarm,
really
be above
intelligently.
them in the bridge.
And,
That's what I
also
thought he
another
was gonna
point,
do,
are they-
but
are they going to try to deal with
Yeah, I
Shroud?
don't know if he
He's
had
just
time
getting
for that. I think he
these
wanted to
1v1s.
wallbang him or
he
something.
did, but that's so
Fast push onto the
that's
A
such a
site.
gamble.
Crashies feeling good there. They quickly try to get the orb down and get out.
I think he overthought it a little bit.
Play for Sean has just been easy one.
Oh.
They keep walking into him, and it's not even
Sean's
that he's
winning
in
all his
kitchen this
duels.
time. He's in
Oh,
and he's
value.
taking down
Oh my
one
God,
after
yes,
another.
value.
Oh, Kusta from the
And he gets
top
a kill off
side.
that
And it looks
tag.
like Catwalk and Lower is going to be a big problem for them.
Kusta winning
Kusta's
fights
shooting through
everywhere,
right
dude.
now, and GenG just
Now
stops
Envy is
in their
A
tracks
really bad
on
spot.
this one.
No way
Crashy
Crashy
Oh
wins
my.
this, right?
situation.
Okay, maybe.
2v1. Crashy popping him. Here's another shot, and he knows
2
where
bullets.
one is. He just has to find the other, knowing they may be working together. That's the find. He knows both are just on the backside of A, but he's got to do the small peeks here. Holding an angle, waiting, sees one.
GenG's playing it well.
This is
Kinda.
tight, Dan.
Definitely playing it well now.
Always very
Oh,
tight,
get a little
Crashies.
tappy there,
It's really
Crashies.
impossible.
Get the 1 and the
He was seeing
2.
those 2 bullets for so long. Game up a little bit. They are on a save buy, and they've got that one Guardian. That's some firepower. And looks like they're going for that B play.
Saw that. I saw him sneak that in there. We'll see what they can do here. That is, he is going to bring that in with the run it back. So maybe
Full
he
B
just goes
committal.
firing
Oh.
through.
Almost just puked in my mouth.
Slow
Daisy?
play for now. They can hear him over in B, so a slight bit of rotation is going to start happening as they're close up here.
Smokes out, going for the plant,
You can see all of
tappies,
GenG
and they
peeling
fall
back
off
now to
because
get
of the
towards
swarm
that A site,
grenades.
but they're at yellow. Sean with
Oh
the
my
transfer.
God.
Beautifully done. Almost
Oh my
picked up
God.
as well as he gets
They're just
through from
fighting through it. They just go through the
GMD.
smoke all together. How did
And
GMD get
GenG is
2
just
there?
striking true right now.
Holy.
His
So
win takes to the air,
high.
takes down Caboose, but he's not the last
FNS are
one
just
this
stuck on A.
time.
He's like, what
It's
happened, team?
FNS trying to hold
Talk
the
to
right
me.
side, gain intel and info as the team was going ham on B. And he's now got to deal with Blade Storm as well as 2 other intel grabbers here to get into the site and defeat this 3v1.
I like how they just decided, you know what?
You see
Do.
that Finesse is unit by himself towards A at the moment, and there's early presence here from Envy towards
They
the
know.
long.
Oh.
He might just want to take this position, but
Oh.
it's gonna be rather difficult.
Foodie.
When it's there, the trade
Trade
transfer
back.
from
Oh,
Mummy.
hey.
Good stuff from Envy so far. Pressuring GMD.
Bro,
All the
what?
way to spawn. He's gonna stay
Okay,
alive,
that was
but
like the
are they
riskiest
gonna be
play
able
I've
to
ever
find a way?
seen.
He could have got out of there way easier than that.
Looks like
I
Envy
like
gonna
a
have
regular
the site.
teleported behind
Yeah.
yellow.
He could have gotten
Yeah,
out of there
again,
easier.
Not too much to be able to retake. Maybe the openness of B helps that GenG squad with
Jeez,
the
man.
Sentinel or the Initiator utility from Sova. The fact that you can get a few smokes out to make your own angles, but other than that, they don't have nades to throw around and stuff. So if it does go to A, it may be a little bit better favored here if they can play some off angles, but it's the scatter. Envy's done a great job of just pulling GenG off original angles. And,
He saw him.
was
That drone at
very
that point was
see that
useless.
trying to
Like,
find somebody and finding a little
he's
bit of info
definitely
this
did
deep
see
into the
him.
round, because I feel like GenG was up the river without a paddle, not knowing where Envy is. Plant in A, Dan. Let's see what they got.
Yeah, just again that
Lots of
Killjoy lurk
ults on the
creates
Envy
opportunity
side.
for a huge rotation.
They're just gonna be playing
and
back.
to play
Amen.
off of this A site. Oh, a Killjoy lockdown coming through from Kusta.
I think this
Force
flank
the
from
ultimate,
Caboose is going to be the
Hunter's
round.
Bad
of
comms,
Nice to have
Caboose, and
close to the ground. Yeah, that's going to be
Crashies.
taken out of the equation. So There's two also another fighters.
But I think
GenG
Caboose is
It was
still gonna win
the
round.
point was for Caboose to flank silently, but I don't think he needed to. I think they keep that ult, let Caboose flank, break it, and now they're confused. Save the ult for the post.
Oh.
I didn't like that. I think that was a bad
Hunter's Fury.
Yeah, they had the flank. The flank could break it. Save the Hunter's Fury for the tap. That's how you win that round for sure.
Because Caboose was already securing the round, and if he dies, then you save it for you save it for the bomb defusal. Damn, a little bit of a.
They just played it backwards. It was still like a kind of a good idea. Like they had an idea and they executed it, which was fine, but it was just the wrong one.
GMD, not my man. Apologize. And then he gets another one.
At least they did it together.
And they make it.
Honestly, because they definitely have full control of that round. I think that ult literally threw it.
So it can happen again.
Oof, we're getting early picks too.
And
Through mid, double pick.
Looking to go for that B-long presence once again, get control here. We saw it work
Okay,
out.
Kusta did not need to do that, but whatever.
However,
at all, that was kind of tough.
GMD is just standing in the middle of the site. He's got support from Win as well with that operator. So not too much to be done there for Envy. They have to reset out, and you can see Mikhail is waiting for that. However, I don't know that they're wise.
Is it just me or do Valorant games take so much less time than games like CS and Rainbow Six? No, Valorant games take about the same time. Maybe a little shorter sometimes, but if you get a very close game in Valorant, it's going to be the same as a very close game in CS. And it just depends. There's so many variables.
Right,
so are you playing till the very last 10 seconds?
6-2, Mike.
I mean, it's
this is when it all went downhill for GenG. So
1800 going into the bank for a loss.
See if it happens again.
For the comeback.
Right. You're not sitting.
It's getting 11 straight.
These rounds here could start to just fold on each other in favor of GenG. If this one again goes down for NV as a loss, we'll see here. Round 9 is what we're hitting, and B seems to be the flavor here for NV right now.
Yep, and it's a great choice, and I like this response coming in from GenG. Just trying
and they're aggressing double tube right now.
Getting a little bit aggressive. This early timing, Envy play heavy, as you said, to be long. That means
they're
giving up other parts of the map, and GenG are trying to exploit that.
Oh yeah,
relying on Kusta here to be able to get a kill. Just
it's gonna be massive.
Hold on, buy time for his teammates to get a flank, to set up position, and that's exactly what Kusta has to do. Takes down the running back as well as the kill. He's done his job. Now can his team follow up with the rest?
A great
no, the alarm bot goes off. They know it's a flank now. Wow.
Easily getting that, figuring out who
so close.
Gets one ping, but the boost stands tall in the middle of the site to take down the round. Still good spam. Sean.
Dude,
that's what I'm saying, man. If you have your strat revolved around pushing further than that, that bullshit doesn't happen.
Pretty easy one, but
yeah,
I don't like it. I don't like that kind of defaulty play.
40
God,
seconds left on this round.
Box is unreal, actually.
Still play the clock.
That's unreal that's like a legitimate strategy.
One digital molly
just wall banging a box for a common default plan spot.
On that turret for a little bit of HP here, or for a little bit of help, I should say.
Looks like that wasn't audible to Sean there. He's on.
That's why I want to see teams go further than that and then control deeper.
Does he shoot him right away is the question.
Oh, gonna be something against
you. Got to realize that you don't have a Sage. You can't default plant. And for some reason, these teams aren't realizing that still. I don't know. Kind of weird.
Plus rounds, right? Things you have to close out.
Nice.
You have to keep control.
Oh my.
The aggression is working everywhere.
7-2.
Wow, they have a really good mix of aggression and then passive plays on GenG. And they're winning all the fights.
They didn't do that on the last map, though. Unfortunately, last map they just kind of they stayed the same. They never changed it up.
Why is his knife so small?
Might just be light.
You see that?
Yes, the new knife.
I know, but why is it so small? It looks smaller than normal.
Push up a little bit, grab the info.
Like, am I tripping?
Even more with it.
Yeah, I think Envy being somewhat
maybe,
especially not having
maybe Sage has big hands
from getting wallbanged.
Maybe
around the tube area, it does make things a little bit easier to predict, especially as you could.
It literally looked like a
long presence really.
I don't even know. It looks tiny.
Mixing that up to try to scrape together these last couple rounds.
Wait, Sean got spotted.
Really forward position. Oh, Mummy's just going to spot that in time.
dead.
That's a huge pickup.
The solo play. Okay, see, like, I get that you're up 8-2, but I just don't like that play at all. No support, nothing. I know you're trying to sneak there and get some cheeky stuff going, but you got spotted, you died, and now you're just a man down.
In fact,
GMD's pushed through B. Oh my god.
A good chance here for GenG on the retake with that flank presence.
What an impressive change.
No way they win this round
from
still.
Map 1 to 2. You can see the confidence from GenG here.
They're so aggressive. Oh, get out of there, dude.
1v1s and not waiting. They're making me eat crow for saying this team's going to have a hard time retaking with just the blind and find utility.
He's going to play to die.
It's not really mattering what they're bringing to the table otherwise.
Hey.
Aim in. Oh, just the side peaks as they're both tiptoeing
just
around
barely gets out.
I thought he was going to play to die, honestly.
Blade Storm is Kusta is the one to finalize it on to Mummy. And just like that, Envy is wiped from the site. And 9 rounds are over to GenG.
That kind of applies to everybody.
Standing up,
this
bro.
This is definitely what you want to see.
No, I'm
Is
cold.
the last map if we do find ourselves
Gotta
there.
put on a
So
sweater,
that'll be
but
a lot of
it's
fun,
kind of
but
hard.
Until we get there, we'll have to see if Envy do find some form of recovery here as they really switch up the focus back to A.
And it's been since that first gun round. There, GenG's just like, yeah, give us the Vandals, give us the Phantoms, and we'll win every round out of this first half.
Got it.
I mean, they're pointing for the fences. Can they get it here with this last one? Just about a minute left in the round.
On's looking for a cheeky angle.
Everybody's setting up in a different position here.
hiding.
If they were seen before or out of those default shock spots. You see a good movement there as they push up into safety. Everybody, it's the play to not lose round, and GMD finds the first one, takes a bit of damage himself as the team is nicely set up here on the A site. And they don't have too much of rotation yet. I like the fact that they still have Jet over in B to cover anything.
Sean is wrapping around 410.
Oh my
dude.
Play from him.
How is he allowed to do this? Envy, hello?
Forward position from Envy. They are struggling now to get their way back in.
He's going for more. This guy's feeling it. Battle stage up.
Something to work off of, and they're gonna
Congrats on the ZG Tiger Shroud. Hey. Thanks.
Looking to get this control the A site, but GenG, they don't want to give this up, and there's
Ooh.
not
GenG is
them to have to worry
full
about.
control,
They can play
dude.
off each other. You see some
Look at him.
This might be a
Yeah,
third
they
map.
got
Go
GenG.
next.
That if Envy
Yeah.
are to try to force
Full
the issue
control.
here, I mean, food.
Okay.
Cleared him. Owned. See, that's the difference. Right
They
there.
lost. Oh. Wow. Okay. I didn't think he would be able to pick it up like that. Actually, that was sick.
Yep,
They lost anyway, but
To talk about if we do see Envy get this pistol and stabilize, and it's a lot to say about the way that GenG are going to play their attacking side, but until we get there, it's going to be this what looks like a heavy commit towards this A site. There are some options that are being left open by GenG. They have GMD on the back there, and it does seem like they're maybe actually rotating the spike out. You can see that Sean is also there with him, looking for any flanking players from Envy.
kind of looks like the next match will start on time.
Pressure, so it looks like
If this does go to the third. About 40 minutes of map.
One of my favorite turrets to throw up there. That or the other side wall for defensive killjoy, where the owl drone was looking just now. Good coverage to start the site. A bit of utility used quite early there. Doesn't seem like too much.
Oh my.
Win. Wait a minute. Still alive.
That's pretty
He put
funny.
himself in the front
Hello.
of 3 people. Does not
They're pushing
deserve
through.
that, but he goes up with a kill. Beautifully
Absolute.
played. And now the rest of the
YOLO.
team
Wow.
Loading as they
I
don't even know what happened. Honestly,
I-
they lost all the fights.
What a dance they
The-
witnessed
yeah.
there. Dead to rights comes up.
They're going to that third map, and we'll see if they can get.
Is there
it.
friendly
They're gonna
fire
be
in
in a
Masters?
great
No, it's the
position
same
here.
game.
Once again, they are slowing things down. They start off
And
that
GenG's
initial
just
A
playing it
pressure,
smart, dude. They're
Can't
just gonna
shoot your
hold. They
teammates.
want to secure the map.
Any pushes coming from B long, any pushes coming from mid, and they're actually rotating out as well. Last round, they did this and they went back to A.
Ooh, they
This
got a
time,
bad
they're
feeling
actually
about the
gonna
A side.
commit
They can
towards B,
smell
but
envy on it.
I think all
And they're
that
just gonna
stepping
fall
is gonna
off
be
and go
hurt
B.
by Envy. By
Unless
Fnatic.
so.
I like the choice though, right? Because it's an eco
That's just
round.
calling
and
it
you have to
though. I
figure
think he heard
what
something
Envy's gonna try to do
with that
on
drone.
I don't think they know they have a ton of Buckies on hard angles over at A, but they've seemed to have made the right decision, as it could be the B hit right now.
Makes a lot of sense too. They do have that.
If you
save
aren't a
also,
pro,
which is
don't talk
really
shit in
useful
chat,
the
thanks.
post pass to protect that spike.
There's like a handful of pros probably in here.
Just like Kusa's gonna
You telling everybody to not talk?
You.
Come on. Let him speak.
Not pretty. Wow.
You know?
They may not have to play
Just
a post
clean.
spawn. There isn't gonna be a post spawn, really.
Just
GG
go next.
accidentally
Just trying to
killed
commit
the
everything
boost.
Envy winning GenG's pick, and now the other way around. See how they start.
You think this round's over? You think it's just a 13-2?
Time left as it just started. And Envy
I think so.
With how aggressive Envy is with their poopy guns right now, yes. Oh, that was a good arrow, but a great dash. Better dash, honestly.
Man.
This is perfect.
Nice fight win there. Sean actually whiffed, which is crazy.
Created, and you make GenG play a little sweaty.
Yeah, this is great. You know, they know that so far GenG has been playing that early pressure around A. They're just like, you know what, we're not going to let you
better call to go B anyways, especially after seeing that.
They pick it up, as you
they don't have real guns, so
ready to get, well, they're giving up
like a longer range duel.
The retake. They have the 5 versus 4. Still
oh, the lineup.
Oh, we just saw him over yellow.
But it was a fake on the spike plant there.
Bro.
Don't want to get caught by that util, and in fact, it's going to be Mikael with the shock dart to take down Finesse. So with that said, it's a 4 versus 4, but the spike has to go down. That means that GenG, they have to move forward. They have to start the action.
He had a drone, man. The time he could have used it right then and there. He would have been able to tag him, and they would have spammed him.
They get the spams through, though. Not many places you can hide in that situation.
On. Peoples.
Damn.
And it's over.
Crashies with a beautiful shot. Shocked out.
There it is.
Be a kill just outside, and Crashies. It's not
there it
gonna
is.
matter. He finds the shot.
Continue.
What?
They keep
Yeah, I was like, what? Yeah,
no. No.
But it's still almost a nightmare.
I was like, you think Envy won?
I was hoping that it was gonna be over.
They are trying to
but
get all the resources they can in the right spots, and we'll see this one more time.
Crashies with the red ball clutch, dude. This dude is.
I actually thought he was about to drop him right there.
Fadeaway share a shot. Right, that was so insane.
Little Spectre in the face. Let's go next.
They played it
Red
so
Bull's
well at the start.
sponsorship. That's great. I love me some Red Bull.
Right, but they still needed a 1v2 share.
I deserve one for this co-casting.
Kind of a shot for Crashies to win it. That does not bode well.
I haven't had Red Bull in a while.
We'll have to see whether they're going to be able
to
stabilize here and make things look a little bit better.
I like the tropical. Yeah, tropical is nice.
And you don't know if it's
tropical is the best by far.
Who do you think will win Masters?
Maybe now they can figure it out.
I don't know.
There's so many things that could be happening here.
Yeah, spikes drop. Good eye on that.
In my opinion, 100 Thieves looks the best, but that's of course my opinion.
Got
out by the skin of his
FaZe is like, their aim's nice, but
Wynn's about to get crazy with his judge.
Unfortunate for it to go down in such a spot where the
aim's hard to be consistent. Brain is a little easier to be consistent. I'm not saying they have no brain. I'm just saying they are very good aimers. And if their aim's a little off,
he's so
who knows?
upset they're not pushing yet. He's so mad.
Just on the rope, it's gonna be enough. Crashes hands back. Quick shot towards the post. What a transfer!
Look up, look down, look up.
I mean, it worked. He got some dinks.
But yeah, I think 100 Thieves. My bet's on them.
Quinn was so mad that
they're good players,
yet, but they weren't forcing it because they're snack for me. But I like Envy more because I love Finesse.
Yeah, Finesse is great.
But that's like a bias, emotional thing, you know.
Coming up, so the way they can be capitalized on round to round is how Envy could stay in this game.
Oh, food! Come on, get you had to get him earlier.
Yeah, cost his teammate his life.
And it looks like one more round will.
A lot of people were expecting a 100 Thieves Envy final. Could happen.
Make it work with the sheriff here in sight by himself. It's 3v2 right now, and they got the work cut out for him. His food has.
I mean, I know a lot of people are going to be saying they want Sentinels.
In my opinion, I think it's going to be a rough tournament for them.
It may not be the case.
Ken just has to go hammy.
They can continue to set expectations.
But who knows?
As to what they're doing with this A presence, and that seems to be a similar.
We got a lot of games
and where they're placing their
to watch.
Little play to get the intel and flank out. Getting a Killjoy's turret always feels bad. For
I don't think. I mean, I just don't know if anybody's gonna win anything. It's basically just asking me.
It's a guess.
Because it's literally just a coin flip with all these teams.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Like I think a big thing is people forget that NA is not consistent. None of these teams in Masters are consistent. They're not. There's no clear best.
Moving up now from
it's kind of like a fan favorite kind of thing. So it is. If you're saying who do you think will win, you're coin flipping all 8 teams. You really are.
It's just a bias for me. Like I would like to see Envy win it all. That's pretty much what I think.
This is really difficult too because, as you mentioned, there's a lot of ultimates at play here, and GenG Yeah, indeed. The lockdown comes through. Like, what is GenG's response here?
That's so annoying.
They don't have too much in the way of ultimates here.
Oh, look at they're pushing out the default spot, like you said.
Yeah, but this team has
Oh no,
just team killed too. Yeah, but they wanted to do something different. He just shot.
And 3 versus 3 here.
Sean in the head.
Very doable retake. They have a Hunter's
This is
Fury of
Hunter's
their
Fury.
own as well. There comes the tap to put the
What
pressure
in the
on
world?
GenG.
Oh, it worked.
Back, though, taking down 2,
He had his
leaving it
flank, so
all
I
on
guess it
Honey.
did work.
A lot of work to do. A lot on his shoulders right now to save the map.
Yeah, I want to see that more in Icebox. I want to see more teams push further than play back yellow. So that was cool to see.
So like if you don't clear kitchen though, it's so risky. Because he can just kill you from the bridge above if you plant there.
Well, not where they planted, but yeah, it depends on where you plant, of course. They planted inside the tube.
Like I don't even think they had kitchen control.
No.
I'm pretty